Most men do not realize this, but the moment you say you're beautiful, the emotional door usually closes instead of opening. She smiles, says thank you, and the moment quietly dies. Not because she didn't appreciate it, but because those words have been said to her so many times that they barely register anymore. Beauty is obvious. It requires no effort to notice. And when something is obvious, it carries no mystery. Attraction does not grow from obvious statements. It grows from unanswered questions. This is where most men lose without ever knowing why. They think attraction is built by stacking compliments, when in reality it's built by slowing her thoughts, not speeding them up. The first forbidden compliment does exactly that. Instead of labeling her, you leave something open. You say, "You have this energy about you that I can't fully explain." That sentence lands differently. It doesn't tell her what she already knows. It makes her wonder what you see. Her mind immediately goes to work trying to solve the puzzle you just placed inside it. What energy? When did he notice it? What makes me feel different to him? And the key is that you don't rush to explain it. The moment you explain it fully, the loop closes. Mystery disappears. But when you let it hang, her curiosity keeps replaying the moment. Every replay brings you back into her thoughts. This compliment works because it's unfinished. It tells her she made an impression without telling her exactly how. That uncertainty creates emotional engagement. Timing is everything here. You don't say this immediately. You wait until there's been a real interaction, a laugh, a story, a moment of presence. Then you drop it casually, calmly, as if you're thinking out loud rather than trying to impress. If she asks what you mean, you smile and say you're still figuring it out. That one response can keep her invested for days. She'll show you more of herself without realizing she's doing it. That's when attraction stops being forced and starts becoming natural. The second forbidden compliment goes deeper because it speaks to something almost every woman feels, but rarely hears acknowledged. You say, "I get the feeling you're the kind of person who has stories most people never get to hear." This doesn't flatter her appearance or her achievements. It speaks directly to her inner world. Every woman knows there are sides of her that stay hidden, interests that don't fit the image people assume, experiences she rarely talks about, thoughts she keeps to herself because most people don't ask the right questions. When you say this, you're telling her that you sense depth without demanding proof. That feels rare. And rarity is powerful. Her brain doesn't hear this as a compliment alone. It hears it as an invitation. She starts thinking about which part of herself she might reveal. Not because you asked her to, but because she wants to match the version of herself you just described. This creates a subtle emotional pull where she begins opening up willingly. She might share a passion, a memory, a dream, or a strange habit she usually keeps hidden. And once she does, the bond forms naturally because she feels understood before she even fully explained herself. This compliment works best right after she reveals something small that breaks expectations. That's your opening. You say it softly, without pressure, and then you pause. Silence does the work. Let her decide how much she wants to share. When she speaks, you listen fully. No interrupting. No trying to top her story. Just presence. That's what makes this compliment powerful. It makes her feel complex, not obvious. Seen, not analyzed. And once a woman feels that with you, she starts associating emotional safety with your presence, which is far more powerful than surface-level attraction. The third forbidden compliment shifts the dynamic completely, and this is where most men either get it right or ruin it. You say, "I can't tell if you're going to be really good for me or really dangerous." This isn't said seriously. It's said with a relaxed smile, usually during playful tension or teasing. What makes this line powerful is that it shows interest without surrendering your self-respect. Most compliments place her above you. This one places you both on equal ground. You're not chasing. You're evaluating. You're acknowledging her impact while making it clear that your life and peace matter. That balance creates tension. She starts wondering what you mean by dangerous. Does he see me as exciting? As trouble? As someone who could shake his world a little? That curiosity sticks. And because you didn't place her on a pedestal, the energy shifts. Instead of you trying to impress her, she starts wondering how she's coming across to you. That subtle shift is everything. It activates her desire to qualify herself in your eyes. The key is delivery. You never say this nervously or dramatically. You say it like a thought that just crossed your mind. Calm, grounded, playful. Then you let it sit. Don't explain. Don't justify. The silence after the line is what gives it weight. She'll replay it later. She'll think about what side of her you noticed. And every time she does, she thinks about you. That's how emotional momentum builds without force. The fourth forbidden compliment ties everything together and creates long-term impact. You say, "You're not like most people I meet," or "You think differently, and I can't tell if that's going to inspire me or drive me crazy." This isn't about intelligence alone. It's about perspective. Almost no one compliments the way a woman's mind works. They comment on her looks, her style, her smile. But when you notice her thinking, something changes. She feels attractive on a deeper level. She feels seen beyond the surface. This compliment works best after real conversation, when she shared opinions or ideas. You're not rushing it. You're responding honestly to what she revealed. And again, you don't fully explain. You leave space. When she asks what you mean, you say it's the way she sees things or how her mind moves. That openness makes her reflect on herself through your eyes. And once a woman starts doing that, emotional attachment begins forming quietly. She'll want to show you more of her thoughts. She'll feel drawn to conversations with you, not because you tried to impress her, but because you made her inner world feel valued. That's what separates unforgettable men from everyone else. These forbidden compliments work because they don't close the story. They open it. They create curiosity instead of certainty. They invite emotional movement instead of ending the moment. And when used genuinely, not as tricks, they change how a woman feels around you. She thinks about you when you're not there. She pays attention to how she acts around you. She wonders what you really see in her. And that's when attraction grows naturally, without pressure, without pretending, and without effort. This is Female Code Unlocked. Stay genuine. Stay curious. And watch how everything changes.